What's going on, everybody? Nameless and Study here. We are halfway through the season, just past Major 3, and it was absolutely turned. And now I think we know who the best players in the world are. So it's time to build our CDL Pro Player Pyramid. 15 players, 5 tiers, and we're going to be crowning our so far MVP of the season. Let's build this thing brick by brick. Jay, what do you think?
Oh, man, let's get it, brother. My list is going to be already, I can tell, better than yours.
All right, Jay, so you said you had a better pyramid than me. Let's hear it. Who's your 5 players at the bottom?
Okay, so this is my tier 5, right? Tier 5, I actually broke it down into categories. Starting all the way down here, these are the guys who I think that when they are in the best flow state, they're one of the best players in the game. So I have the 5 players for me. I'm going Kleenex, I'm going Afro, I'm going Nero, I'm going Envoy, and I'm going Asem. All of them are SMG players. And the biggest thing is, like I said, the flow state. If those guys are in the timings, everything is going right for them, they are one of the best players in the game. They show it every single time they're in a match. So that is my tier 5, the flow state SMGs.
So those are your only 5 flow state SMGs?
No, that's not my only 5, but that's where they are in tier 5.
Okay, I think that 5 to round out your top 15 is not the best. So let's get into my side. My tier 5 is Kleenex, Temp, Awakening, Hook, and Sib. Now listen, my reasoning for my tier 5 is each and every one of these guys has a stat somewhere that's in the top 10, whether it be control damage, S&D first bloods, and in Awakening's case, he's actually in the top 5 overall KD on the season. So they're excelling statistically, but also by the eye test. If you look at these 5 players, they're all absolutely turnt and can take over games. The only reason they are in my tier 5 is because sometimes they can be a little bit up and down, maybe prone to that bad game. All right, let's talk about this. If you were to form a Call of Duty team out of your tier 5 and my tier 5, which is winning? Just be honest.
I'm not worried about your tier 5. I chose SMG players. Like I told you, mine is a flow state submachine gun category. That's why I have all those guys down there.
All this tells me is that you think SMGs are trash, which is why you have them at the bottom of your list.
No, I think SMGs are godlike. I think SMGs are literally godlike. But
tell me your tier 4. Let me hear your tier 4, Jay.
All right, my tier 4 now. This category for me in tier 4 is like, these are guys who are near put in the right positions. They have the ability to be just simply a god. So these 4 players that I got hold down their ARs and they hold it down to the T. So I'm going to put Dashy in tier 4 alongside Sib and alongside Scrap, who just won the MVP, and then Draza to end it out for my tier 4s. These are the ARs who I believe you set them up, they will take over, they will dominate that lane and shut down the game.
Having Dashy in tier 4 is absolutely criminal, brother.
Oh, really? Oh, it is?
It's absolutely criminal, brother.
Okay.
All right, now let me tell you my tier 4. It's Hydra, Octane, Scrap, and Envoy. My reasoning for the tier 4 is, these are all great players. Scrap, I wanted to put him higher, but one major win a little bit early in his career, still frying. I think tier 4 is a good place to put him. When I look at Hydra, Octane, and Envoy, these are all players who've been great, who've made it to a finals, and in Hydra's case has won an event, but his team's struggling now. So I just think they're very solid players who are integral parts of their team. So that's my tier 4. Wait, do you not have a reaction to my? Are you not going to react after I get my tiers?
Having Hydra that low is kind of a dagger to me. I wasn't.
How low is he really? Because I have him at number 7 overall in the world on this list.
Yeah, but it's tiers, brother. He's in tier 4 for you. It's not.
He's
tier
number
2,
7.
Tier 1.
He's number 7 overall.
Man. Tier 4. Hey, you messed up there. All good.
They just got like 8th or last, something like that.
Let's keep going, man.
That's a good place to put him. All right. Okay. Well, it's your turn. Tier 3.
All right, so my tier 3 players, this category for me, this is the guys who literally can win them games by themselves. Like, these are the guys who, on their squad, if they are on, they can single-handedly win you the game. So I'm going to put Celium to start us off, because we all know what MC is. MC is Mr. Take Over the game. What?
Who?
Celium. MC is Mr. Take Over the game.
What? Can I do this with someone? We got to get Jay out. Jay, you're done, bro. I can't ever
do this with you again. Done.
You have Celium in tier 3.
Yes, Celium is in tier 3.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You have
my
MC.
Category for it is for guys who literally, when they're on point, single-handedly they can take over the game. So let me continue. I got Celium number 1. I got Shotzi number 2. Shotzi, you know what he does. Like, Shotzi's Mr. Movement King. And then to round it all off, my last player is Simp. The guy's literally hit prime with 34 HP to win versus Seattle 5 round 11. Guy's got serious sights, man. When he's on point, those 3 players can take over the game.
So, Jeremy Stud, The one and only. You think there's 3 players in the world right now that are currently better than Cellium? MC.
Yes.
Okay, I can't wait to hear.
Yes, I do. Okay,
I can't wait to hear that. Okay, my tier 3 is Dashy, Shotzzy, and Simp. Similar criteria, players that can take over a game, but not only a game, players that can take over a series. And we've seen that. That run out of Optic was absolutely ridiculous. Simp to me is just generational talent. The guy's a monster at search and destroy, like crazy kills. So we have a similar tier 3, but yeah, I have Dashy a little bit higher on my list than you do. And then I guess you can assume where I have Cellium, but what's your thoughts on my tier 3?
Your tier 3 is, like you said, it's almost similar to mine. The only difference is Dashy to Cellium. I think Dashy is a great player. He just isn't as consistent as Cellium is, so that's why I put Dashy in my tier 4 compared to Cellium in tier 3. Overall, great list, though. At least we're even pretty much there.
So I'm so impatient because I'm so curious as to 3 players that you have better than Cell. So can you tell me who it is, please?
Okay, so to start us off, I think in tier 2, I got to break down. This is the category. These are the guys that are first in and are going to make stuff happen. So my tier 2 players, I'm going to have a Beezy sitting alongside Pred. Those 2 SMGs, like, you can't really be mad. Those guys have the ability to take over games with the amount of pressure they have. And then number 1, none other than Hydra. Hydra is tier 1 for me. Best player in the game. He just does it all. Doesn't matter what gun he has, and he makes it look easy. So, like, Hydra's the best player in the game to me. Right behind him, a Beezy and Pred tier 2. And that's my tier 5 name. But let me hear what you got, brother.
This list is delusional.
Delusional?
You put a New York subliner at the top of your pyramid.
What?
You are shameless. You are so shameless, brother. All right, listen. Your tier 2 is pretty solid. I mean, I like it. I think not having Cell in at least tier 2 is criminal, but I'll tell you my final 3 players. For tier 2, I have a BZ and Pred, and tier 1 MVP of the mountain is Cellium. The reason being, for a BZ and Pred, there's players you can't replicate. Taking over games, winning crazy fights in search and destroy, breaking records when it comes to consecutive KD and Pred, and then a BZ, he is literally the model of the aggressive SMG that you want on your team. Everybody wants an Abizi on their squad. And then for Cellium, I mean, that guy, I don't know how anybody can have him below their top 3. Like, I could see maybe an argument that he's not number 1 after, you know, Optic had a crazy tournament, Dashy looked crazy. But as an AR Cell, I think is just leaps and beyond better than basically everybody in the league. And his continued excellence over the last couple of years, like, bruh. You're crazy, Studyy. You're crazy.
Bro, you understand, like, Cellium was only having a lot of success because of the SMGs that he has.
He's only having success because of the SMGs he has?
Yes, brother. You understand, like, those guys put so much pressure on the map that he's opened up lanes for Cellium to get these easy kills. MC's not going out there and making the flashy plays. MC's getting his kills because his SMGs are pushing out the lanes because he has 2 of the best SMGs to ever play the game. So
you're going to put fault in because he has a good team?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just his numbers are going to be a little bit more padded than a guy like Hydra who single-handedly has won New York a major. Like,
okay. I don't know if he single-handedly won them a major. I think it's a little bit of bias on your side. Dude, his teammates played great. Kismet got MVP. So, hold on, Kismet got MVP. How did he single-handedly win him a major? Explain that.
Because, wait, did you forget that Fortress Control where he was like 5-20? They were down 2-1 on an attacking round. Then he ended up going on a 20 kill streak or like a 15 kill streak on the control side to win the game.
All you just told me was your MVP top of the mountain was 5-20. And then he turned it around and they won.
Yeah, he ended the game 25-25. On Fortress Control.
How is he gonna be your best player in the world if he didn't even get MVP at the tournament where he took over?
Because Hydra is unbelievable. You're not understanding. Hydra, what he does with the SMG is way more difficult than Cellium. SMG role is way more difficult than AR role. Like, don't get it twisted now.
I mean, I think the SMG role is a little bit more difficult, but I mean, it's, you know, different roles on different teams. Like, it is what it is.
Listen, I was an SMG at heart. You were an AR at heart.
You were not an SMG at heart.
Yeah, I was Mr. Do It All. You're right. I'm Hydra, brother. Mr. Do It All. Hello.
You were not, dude. All right, Jay, let's throw both the pyramids up here. I don't want to ask you, on your list, who do you think can, like, move up a couple of tiers? Like, who's really close to being in that next tier?
For me, I feel like Kleenex all the way in tier 5. Like I said, the SMG flow state, that's the guy who recently just won the most recent major. He's just been stepping up alongside Scrap, so that guy has the ability to move up. Also, Sib has the ability to move up for me because he's just like the dynamic duo alongside Pred, where that guy has the ability to take over games at any given point. And then I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be it. I think players in my situation have the ability to move down, though. I think there are a couple players that have the ability to move down, and players like Hydra, who I currently have at tier number 1, he has the potential to move down if he doesn't come back and like get a couple great placements to close out the year. And Celium, another guy who you have high praise, he has the ability to move up just because who he is. So I just feel like a lot of stuff can change, but right now I'm happy where my list is at.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of us can move Scrap up if he wins another event.
Oh yeah.
Like honestly, we both have him tier 4, but that's just because it's a little early. But Scrap has, like, that major was ridiculous. So if he comes out and does that again, I think immediately he's moving up to at least tier 3 for me. Bask in their glory, the pyramids are built. That's me and Jay's top 15 players. And Jay, what are we looking forward to, man?
Oh man, Major Force right around the corner. Matches start back up March 31st. Don't forget, we're getting closer and closer to champs. The playoff race is super tight. So make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, and let's see how long our pyramids are gonna stand.
And don't forget, bricks sometimes go in and out of these pyramids, so we might plug in some players after Major 4. We'll see you then.